What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about my trigger sizing and how it was affecting me jerking the trigger. Now, I'm going to be talking about my CCW currently in this example, as well as my new Rock Island Armory clone that I just created. And basically, you can see my reach on my finger here, with my thumb on the safety. See, my fingers barely touching the trigger, which I did not know anything about trigger sizing because I'm used to Glocks. And you can see as I'm pulling the trigger, it's slightly moving the sights to the right. Now, that's because my finger is not fully on the crucible. I believe that's what the part of the trigger is called, the bow for 1911s. And you can see my muscle in my finger is actually pulling more. This is relevant. We'll talk about this a little later in the video, but you can see when I do it really slowly, it's moving like 2 or 3 muscles in my index finger. Now, I'm going to show you with my bow that is actually fit for my trigger finger. You can see my full fingers in on the bow, and it is barely moving any part of the knuckle. It's only moving really the tip of my finger, and that's because this is actually sized to my hand. Now, this is with my finger on the safety. Now, they both don't have the same safety, granted, but the other safety is actually this safety is actually bigger than the other one. So you can see my finger is barely moving, but it's wrapping all the way around that trigger bow. Now, I learned this from Atlas Gunworks video. You can see the 2 different trigger sizes. That one is a flat trigger. That's a short flat. That's a medium flat that I'm pointing to. And basically the difference is, I'll show you this in a little bit in the video, but the short flat is a little shorter than a medium flat. And you have to measure the tip of your index finger to the palm of your hand, and that is how you measure what trigger you need. Is the distance you need, basically from your inner part of your palm. And both of these are medium flats. So and all I did was basically cut that part off of my medium flat, and that's my leftover parts and pieces that I had remaining. And I basically just made my own flat shorty, my flat short trigger, and it worked for all intents and purposes. I didn't feel like spending another $60 on another one. I am gonna buy another one, obviously, for my next completion, you should say. That is the over travel screw that I took out, and I'm not using it currently. I am gonna be doing a different video on over travel and overstop, because that's a separate part of the trigger that I want to get into in a little later video. But basically, you can see when I'm pulling the trigger, I'm barely engaging my knuckle at all, and it's really only using the pad of my finger now instead of using the tip of my finger, and my whole finger was engaging and actually slightly moving me off target. And yeah. So this is an add-on to the original video. I was just putting in this range footage along with the target to show how it was shooting at the range. This is before the trigger upgrade, and as you can see, with the trigger flinch, it was deviating a little bit down and to the left and to the right a little bit. So yeah, stay tuned for more new video coming.